Here we are. Eddie Bravo, Royler Gracie 2 at Metamoris 3. So what I want to do today is I want to look at just a couple of positions that these guys found themselves in, but look at it through the eyes of the principles. And I want to show you both some unsuccessful attempts and successful attempts at some sweeps and transitions within this match. So let's take a look. We're going to take a look in slow-mo first from this position. So let's talk about what's going on in this position. Royler's got a crossface. Eddie has an underhook against Royler's waist. Eddie has the lockdown. And Eddie has an underhook on Royler's leg. He's going to be attempting what's called the electric chair sweep. So I tell you what, I changed my mind. Let's go ahead and watch this in full speed first. Don't blink, guys. There we go. Royler gave up the crossface. Eddie gives up the underhook, and boom. There's the sweep. So let's go back. Now we're going to watch this same thing, but we're going to watch it in slow-mo. Here we are again. Okay, so we know that Royler's going to give up his crossface. And then Royler's going to fight for this underhook. And as he's getting the underhook, that's when Eddie is able to finally hit his sweep. So now let's go back. Now, before Eddie was actually able to hit his sweep, he attempted it a couple times. I want to see if you can see where that was. Here we go in slow-mo. Crossface goes away. Okay, did you see it? Right here. Did you see that head motion? I'm going back and forth. See Eddie's head motion? What he's attempting to do is to get underneath Royler to sweep him. But it's not working. Watch it again. He tries. He tries again. But what is it that finally allows Eddie to get the sweep on Royler? So let's go back. Now Eddie had the underhook. Royler had the whizzer. So Royler's arm here is stopping Eddie's hips right here from getting more under Royler. Right? He's stopping him. But Royler decides he wants this underhook. Royler really likes this knee slide pass whenever he can get the crossface and the underhook. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to pummel in right there. And he's going to go for that underhook. But Eddie actually, and I think I may have said it wrong before, Eddie didn't actually give up the underhook. Watch him here. As Royler is pummeling, right, he gave up that block against the hip, what that whizzer was doing. And Eddie was able to use his underhook now. Let's go back. Watch what he's going to do with his underhook here. He's going to move Royler that way, and then with his lockdown, you're going to see this same sort of thing. He's going to move Royler that way. Let's watch. There he goes. And then that's what's going to allow Eddie to finally complete the sweep. So while Royler gave up his block that was keeping Eddie from moving, I want to show you one more thing about how Eddie was actually going with Royler. Now, I want to ask you, when Royler is taking out his whizzer, which he's doing right here, Royler's going to move in a particular direction, and I want you to watch which direction that is. Oh, did you see it? Let's go back. Watch. There. Now what you're going to see is Royler's going to move in that direction. Now what does that do? Well, if Royler's going to move in that direction, in that direction, then that's going to allow Eddie to move in that direction too. Let's watch it. There Royler goes. There Eddie goes. And that's what makes this sweep effective. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at another sweep here. So there's going to be a little transition here, and then we're going to see right there. Okay. So here we have Eddie. He's completed another sweep. And he has a lockdown on Royler's right leg. And we'll see that underhook right there. Now, Royler, do you see that right there? He's trying to build a frame across Eddie's throat. He's putting force there. There's a fight there. Now, Eddie's going to resist it for a while. And I think if we had the audio on, we would hear, I think it's Jean-Jacques maybe, yelling at Eddie what to do. And then Eddie's finally going to do it. So if you understand the principle of going with your opponent, if your opponent was putting pressure on you like this, which way would you go? Would you resist it or would you go with it? Well, let's see what Eddie does. And he finally, did you see it? Let's go back. Royler's going to be pressing that way. And then what you're going to see is Eddie's going to go with it, and then he's going to change direction. He goes with it, and boom, there he goes. And this is he's going to work towards this final position of the match where Eddie is attacking Royler's lower leg. And we'll finish watching it in full speed.